Oh, Final Fantasy XVI, what should I do with you? Your story exhausted me, your environments bored me, but I loved that combat, even if it seems I was playing it wrong by never using another icon after unlocking Ramuh. While I would have preferred classic turn-based combat, Final Fantasy XVI surprised me with just how tactical and cinematic its fights could be. As in old-school Final Fantasy games, I stuck to a formula that worked for me, and I deployed reliable tactics in each fight. I never changed my icons, and I also could never make sense of the parry, but I enjoyed the combat's rhythm and it did feel somewhat methodical, the same way Final Fantasy's classic turn-based fights always did. I had to think several steps ahead, cycling through each power in a satisfying step-by-step tactical rhythm. It wasn't mindless either. Each fight forced me to think about how I could make use of my time and opportunities to win each battle. Do I use my time to stagger or partial stagger as an opportunity to deal damage without interruptions, or do I use it to heal quickly, use other items, or cast Ramuh's blind judgments? Limit Break felt similarly flexible. I rarely used potions and instead relied on Clive's Limit Break as my heal since I lacked a dedicated cure spell. If my health was low but my limit break gauge was high, I could also lean into pushing my enemies into a stagger state in order to pop my limit break once they fell and heal while wailing away. Keeping these elements in balance was surprisingly tactical, and while I do prefer Final Fantasy VII Remake's fusion of real-time combat with traditional menu-based options, Final Fantasy XVI never managed to feel too much like a clone of other hack-and-slash games, and it made a hell of a lot more sense than whatever was going on in Final Fantasy XV's combat, and it was engaging the whole ride through. I also appreciated the quick cinematic cuts to focus on Clive. They reminded me of when early 3D Final Fantasy games like 7 and 8 zoomed the camera in and out on the characters. It might not seem like much, but those quick camera cuts really helped sell a cinematic thrill that I've long associated with Final Fantasy. It's just a shame that the game only focuses on Clive during these moments. Still, Final Fantasy XV's combat system managed to create an approachable, masterable, and surprising tactical experience that felt right at home for the series, even though I was probably playing it wrong.